Shit. Fuck. Ow, that hurt. Fuck. Oh my fuck. Okay. Do I even need to explain? Okay, you know what? I kind of need to. Thing that just happened. Let me turn my fucking laptop first. That way I can get. Uh, oh my god, my hand really is bleeding. Holy shit. Y'all can't even tell because of the light. Oh my god, it's bleeding. The side, that thing's bleeding big time. Okay. Well, anyways, how do I put it this way? So, I. Don't worry, got her blocked. We're good there. Um, I, again, don't know how my number got found by her again. Um, just randomly started texting me, calling me constantly. That's why my stream kept lagging. If you guys didn't know, I tried to play it off at first. That way I could just ignore it and then answer whatever it was later. But then all of a sudden, you know, decides to come into my stream for something and just starts talking about fucking nonsense. Literally, again, with these fake ass accusations, like saying, "Oh yeah, he still FaceTimes me. Oh yeah, he still calls me." Like, bro, I don't. How do I? Why the hell would I take the time out of my day to talk to somebody that doesn't even care or like me anymore? I want you guys to be brutally honest with me. Does that make sense? No. So then, like, what made her think that coming into here on my stream, by the way, on my channel that I'm pretty fucking well known for, that she has known forever, why the hell did she think that coming on here was gonna fucking, like, why did she think that that was a good idea? And nor why did she think that it was gonna work? I, I mean, guys, I'm telling y'all straight up, I don't even fucking talk to her anymore. I really don't. I mean, I only try. Look, every once in a while, like let's say, cause like I don't follow her on anything. I don't follow her on Facebook. I don't follow her on anything. So like every now and then, like some like random like recommended shit will pop up on Facebook. Like it'll show like the people you may know and all that. Sometimes it'll show something about her, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should congratulate her. And that's me showing class. That's me being a good person. So I try calling her and just like leave her like a voicemail, like, hey, good job, like congrats on what you did, something like that. I don't know. It could be anything. But the point is, guys, I guess she wanted to call and talk to me about something, and I guess she got so mad about it, she decided to come in here and just start saying random shit, start trying to make me look bad again, once again, in front of you guys. By the way, this is the shit that she was going to do back in 2022. This is why I didn't post that much back then. You guys wonder why my content and my channel was so dry back then? That's why. Because of her. She was the main reason. She was. My ex was the main reason why I didn't really post that much back in 2022. Everybody knows it. I mean, most of my fans know it. At least, like people that have been a fan of mine for like 3, 4 years now. You guys know why. You guys know why I didn't post that much because my ex fucking kept me away from doing what I love doing. I mean, she kind of did, but she kind of didn't. But my dumbass thought it was a good idea to go and spend and waste my time on her every day. I mean, seriously, like I don't hurts my head even talking about it. Like now I'm thinking about it too much. Why would you come into my stream? By the way, one of my favorite races that I like to stream, Talladega. Why why come in here and just try starting something with false statements? Why? I don't understand. I seriously don't. That last stream is probably gonna get deleted because obviously she fucking said some really explicit shit. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're still young or even my age, 18, right now, live your life. Be single as a Pringle. That's all I can tell you. Just live your life, have fun. Don't let anybody try controlling you, because it's not. Trust me, it's bad. It's bad for your mental health, and it'll just fuck you over in life, like in general. It will. It just will. Trust me. I've been there. I've done it. It'll screw you over. It really will. When you're in freaking start shit with me, come on now. Like what? That's why I texted her back like, "Hey, yo, like what? Whoa, what's the deal here? Why are we going at each other for? Like I didn't start this. Just because I couldn't answer your phone call like you wanted me to doesn't mean you got to come at me with all this bullshit that you just came up out of your fucking like I don't like seriously. I don't this shit fucking confuses me. First, we know Jesse Love's not. And see, it's kind of hard to like defend that, like put a defense to that because you're talking about a woman here. Women can fucking just about get away with anything. It doesn't matter what a man says, it matters more what a woman says. A woman can claim rape or anything on any guy and get away with it practically. It's true. Every guy knows. It's true. You could go to a fucking Subway or go to some random store right now, walk inside, and if you're a woman, right, you can walk up to some random guy and just claim, hey, fucking starts a whole entire controversial fucking like case. And that shit will last forever. I wonder why I and many others stay the fuck away. That's why. In the middle of it, has a little bit of that look again. Well, Chandler Smith just pulled back in line. Now they all pull back in line. It started for a moment, evaporated. It begins again, but it's outside of the top 12. Cole Custer busts a move. He goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Doesn't have any drafting help. Finds a little bit of daylight and slides back up in line. Yeah, everybody now is getting themselves in position. You got drivers leapfrogging the other. They'll pull out of line. They'll pass the car quickly, get back. By the way, again, guys, for everyone that's coming back and for new people that are here, please make sure and like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be streaming tomorrow's Cup race at Talladega, so be aware. Trying to get that bottom part. He's picking up drivers one at a time as he works his way now, even with Anthony Alfredo. There'll be 4 laps to go, and I'm surprised nobody's dropping down there with Chandler Smith. They're going to ride. If you're around the 7th to 10th place car right now, you're not going to drive up there on your own. Chandler Smith is free falling on the inside lane. Smith just begging for somebody to throw him a line, somebody to give him a little bit of help. There are absolutely no takers. Way in the back of the pack. Still the only car mid-pack that's out of line. Everybody else is up against the safer barrier. Here comes Jesse Love. He's trying to break the draft on Kligerman. He'll do it. And matter of fact, he'll pull away by a car length in the process. Didn't get too far out in front. Kligerman falls back. He's got Austin Hill back there. Now he is pushing him along with Riley Herbst and Sheldon Creed. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th have tightened up. Down low. Now it's Cole Custer trying to start the bottom line. As we talk about him Jesse Love getting away there, I think that's more Parker Kligerman backing the lineup to see how much of a momentum run he can get. Getting into the corner, trying to time his setup for the last lap. And here we go. 3 to go. That single file line is broken. It's on up in turn number 1. Josh Williams goes to the bottom of the racetrack, but he won't be there alone for long. Austin Hill to the bottom. He'll go to 2nd. Big block from top to bottom by Jesse Love. And that will lead Parker Kligerman to lead the outside line coming out of turn number 2. Love keeps the lead, but he's got Hill right behind him. Behind Hill, Sheldon Creed, Josh Williams, and bottom side. The follow with the bow tie. Bergman comes from the outside, right up against the wall. Oh my gosh. Sheldon Creed, Parker Kligerman by himself with a full head of steam. All right, you know what? This is. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking. Why is the? Oh my god, the quality is so bad right now. Why is the quality so bad? Why is the quality so bad right now? Why? I just had it on 360p and it was doing okay, and when I put it on 480p, it becomes fucking blurry. Three wide fucking battle going on right behind the leader. Holy crap. Kligerman. What will he do? Will he do anything? Oh, he gets him loose. Austin Hill. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yep, there's the crash. Yep. There it is. Damn. We're going to have a green-white checker. We're having overtime here. Yeah. I guess the radio will come back on.
the Xfinity Series Dash for Cash. Austin Hill is on pit road. We'll cover that right now with Kim Kuhn.
He's going to pull that beaten race car into his pit. The crew on the right side, the whole back right corner completely busted up. That rear bumper cover kind of hanging right now. So they're doing what they can to fix it, but they knew this was coming. They told him to be careful. Guys were racing really aggressively. Remember, Austin Hill has led over 150 laps collectively at Talladega, but he has never finished better than 14th at this racetrack as his car still sits on pit road.
So for the Xfinity Dash for Cash $100,000 bonus, the beat-up race car of A.J. Allmendinger has scored 23rd. He's on the lead lap. Ryan Sieg was the only car lap down needing a caution. Caution comes out. The problem is Josh Bilicki came to pit road with an issue on lap 107, just 5 laps ago, and now Josh Bilicki is being scored. The first car, 1 lap down.
Keep up with all of the action during the 2024 NASCAR season with NASCAR Today.
William Byron has won the Daytona 500.
Every weekday throughout the season, we'll bring you the latest news and insights.
At that point, I already had in my mind, okay, we can really win this.
As we count down the days to championship weekend in Phoenix.
It's surreal still. I can't believe I'm in this position.
I'm Chase Elliott. Listen to NASCAR Today every weekday right here on the Motor Racing Network.
Buckle up and hang on. This is going to be a good one.
The fans of Kansas Speedway know how to have a good time. One that celebrates fantastic finishes and family-friendly facilities. Trading paint.
We got beauty.
The tailgating tradition. Burnouts, beer, and barbecue. Oh, it'll for sure be a good time, and you are all invited. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
From Talladega Super Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Calling all nonprofit organizations. The NASCAR Day Giveathon is back for 2024. What's that, you ask? It's a national campaign to help nonprofit organizations raise funds to support their local missions. By signing up for the Giveathon, you gain access to a national marketing campaign to build visibility and donations for your nonprofit at no cost to you. And as a bonus, special incentives and prizes will be announced along the way to help you maximize your efforts. Visit NASCARDayGiveathon.org to sign up today.
NASCAR fans, the time is now to turn your love of racing into free tickets, merchandise, VIP experiences, and much, much more. Rack up fan rewards points by watching races at home, playing fantasy, completing challenges, and visiting tracks. Then redeem your points for epic prizes. You earn the driver's seat. What are you waiting for? Sign up for the free NASCAR Fan Rewards loyalty program today at NASCAR.com/fan-rewards.
The future stars of NASCAR race here. You're listening to the NASCAR Xfinity Series live on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway as we work under the caution flag. And Jeff Striegel, this is going to be a bit of an extended caution with the amount of work going on the cleanup over in turn number 4.
And so you have to start thinking about fuel. Maybe if we were to have another one, what is the situation? What are you hearing regarding fuel on board these race cars?
I think there's still comfort if we're just this one green-white checker. I think after that it gets a little bit more nerve-wracking, and maybe even a little more so for a guy like Jesse Love, who led a bunch of that race. He probably burned a little bit more fuel than everybody else. But right now, where we're at, to this green-white checker, I think everyone is good, but the radio traffic is save me some fuel because one green-white checker could easily lead to another and another, and that's where it gets real interesting to see if we get into multiple green-white checkers.
So Parker Kligerman is the race leader right now, but you have to maintain pace car speed. That is highly important part of the language with the rule. Even though you're trying to coast and save fuel, you've got Anthony Alfredo, Paul Small. Looks like he's coming in. They're going to do a little work on that race car.
Specifically for Goodyear tires, quick dash is Sunoco fuel, check of damage. They're going to check the right front corner here, and he's going to hold here for a moment. They are working on something on that right front corner, bringing the jack back around to the right hand.
Thank you very much. So, a lot changed here. You know, when you look at Austin again, when you just start throwing haymakers at one another, somebody's going to come out sooner or later.
on the short end of the stick. And by haymakers, we mean blocking. You're on the bottom of the racetrack looking for a run. You talked about it, Todd, in depth. You're trying to keep, a line from coming to the inside, a line forming up on the outside. You're at the bottom, you're at the top. You're doing everything you can to keep the cars behind you. Sometimes it just goes wrong.
Yeah, sometimes there's just momentum coming that you can't block, and those are situations that you try not to get yourself out far enough that big run can come at you. But it's tough, and especially a place like Talladega where 3 wide is the norm and 4 and 5 wide can happen. You just can't block that many lanes at one time. It's what happens in these races. It makes them spectacular.
We are, in fact, going to overtime here in the Ag Pro 300 at Talladega Super Speedway. And that's not a big surprise either when you look at the of overtime here at this racetrack, second only to Daytona in the amount of overtime opportunities we've had. So, yeah, this is one of...
I would think you would. I mean, you have to. You have to plan for every possible scenario. And when you come to Talladega, things like this happens. The way they're running right now, Parker Kligerman, Josh Williams, Jesse Love, Blaine Perkins up to 4th, Shane Van Gisbergen completes the top 5, Sheldon Creed, Cole Custer, Sammy Smith, Riley Herbst, and how about David Starr?
Yeah.
David Starr right now 10.
What a drive for David Starr. Kept the nose clean on that race car all the way here to lap 114. Yeah, we got some still racing to do in overtime, but got the car inside the top 10. Leland Honeyman got a little piece of that big crash earlier in the race. He's rallied back now to 11th. Kyle C. currently 12th. Brennan Poole 13th. And then you've got Dawson Cram, Ryan Ellis, Mason Massey, among others, back there in the top 20.
And as far as that $100,000 from Xfinity, the Dash for Cash, AJ's got it, at least at the moment. Ryan C. is on the outside looking in. The other 2 players, not a factor, Sam Mayer and Justin Allgaier. So that's still a factor. I don't think I'd write that check out just yet.
No. Any stretch of the imagination. If you're wondering, well, why didn't we talk about Chandler Smith? Why didn't we say his name in the top 20? Before the crash over on the Alabama Gang Superstretch, he pulled out of line and slowed dramatically. Came to pit lane, they dumped Sunoco fuel in the car, so Chandler Smith clearly ran out of gas before the crash even happened, Todd.
And under this caution, Parker Retzlaff, who was having a really good run, he's come because he's out of fuel.
All right, well, we're going to see how this shakes out. Cleanup continues, but it's about to wrap up, and then we'll get back to it to settle it. Overtime finish, as Alex pointed out. And again, a quick reminder tomorrow, 2 o'clock, our airtime, 2 Eastern, for the Geico 500 at Talladega. The NASCAR Cup Series will be in action. Don't miss it. We've got it ready to go for you. Mike Bagley will have NASCAR Live Race Day at 2. He's going to take us all the way up to the green flag, and Alex will take it from there along with this broadcast team that's with everybody today, and we'll see who goes to victory lane tomorrow afternoon in the Geico 500.
Promises to be another great one here at Talladega Super Speedway as we sit right now their way back to their stations around this 2.66 mile facility. We should get the 1 to go signal when they come to the line. Overtime here in the Ag Pro 300, we'll take the green flag. If there's a crash or a reason for the caution to come out before the leader takes the white flag, we'll slow him down and do it again. If the leader under green comes all the way back around, receives the white flag at the start-finish line, the next flag would end the race, whether it be checkered flag or the caution flag, and they freeze the field.
So you've got, and you're right, we're going to go back under the green flag in 1 lap. Race leader Parker Kligerman took his car to the inside of the racetrack. Josh Williams went to the high side, and Shane Van Gisbergen will line up behind him. Behind Parker Kligerman, that is Jesse Love. Dave Moody, help us out. I just gave everybody the front 2 rows, and you can take us a little deeper.
Yeah, we got another Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota on the inside of the next row. That is Sheldon Creed. On the outside of him is going to be then side-by-side Sammy Smith with Kyle Sieg up high.
It's a good crowd, and they're ready to settle it here. Who's going to victory lane?
The Geico restart zone. Green flag goes back in the air. Parker
Alrighty, here we go. A lot of people just left because of my shitty Wi-Fi again, but you know what? We're here. All right, coming to the start-finish line. Green flag in the air. Jesse, and there's another crash. All right, radio's going back on. This is pointless.
Sputtered dry, and it's a big lick for Parker Kligerman.
You know, talent pieces of shit.
Is running down on the apron of the racetrack.
Austin Hill was out front. He crashed up in turn number 3. Parker Kligerman, he was out front. He just crashed up in turn number 1. We are back under the caution flag. Parker, right now, stuck in the grass. It doesn't matter. That car is destroyed. There's more to this story for 100,000 reasons.
Because the driver in position to get the free pass and back on the lead lap to it, A.J. Allmendinger's car does. Those two drivers, whoever finishes the highest between them, will win.
Sheldon Creed, Jesse Love, and Parker Kligerman. Todd, you watched it all unfold. They were stacked up nose to tail down on the inside.
This is what happens, green-white checkers, just pushing pretty hard. Jesse Love, Parker got off the bottom. Jesse got a little crossed up. When you get 3 cars attached, when they're pushing each other, the one in the middle kind of becomes uncontrollable. Jesse got slid down the hill, kind of got into Parker there. Looked like it was happening up top, too, and Parker was good till looked like Josh Williams kind of hooked him and got him in the outside wall.
The irony of that whole bump draft gone wrong, Sheldon Creed used to drive the car that Jesse Love currently drives right now.
Every hero's story has a humble beginning. Every legend had to earn their stripes. Every superstar had a dream.
It's been a fairy tale season.
Every home track is the start of something special. That's just short track racing. Learn more about NASCAR regional tracks for you at NASCAR.com/regional.
NASCAR Street Race Weekend, presented by Xfinity, is coming back to Chicago. The 4th of July Weekend Festival with the Black Keys and the Chainsmokers on Saturday, and Lauren Elena and Keith Urban on plus NASCAR's brightest stars lighting up the street.
It's racing.
The Chicago Street Race Weekend, July 6th and 7th. For tickets and experiences, visit NASCARChicago.com.
Only thing better than overtime at Talladega is double overtime at Talladega. We're going to line them up and do it again, but the deck of cards has been shuffled after they crashed at the front of the field. Double overtime coming up from Talladega Superspeedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
This is Steve Post. If you love sprint cars, you'll love Wing Nation. All the latest sprint car news and interviews from the stars of sprint car racing from around the country. Join Ashley Strum, Aaron Evernham, and me every Tuesday on Motor Racing Networks and Wing Nation's Facebook pages. We go live with the weekend's winners and newsmakers from around the country. You can also find the podcast of all past shows on YouTube. Or subscribe to the podcast on any of your favorite podcast providers. Wing Nation, all sprint cars, all the time.
On Thursdays, NASCAR Live goes wide open with some of the biggest names in the sport.
The goal is the same, so the mindset's the same, right? The goal is to win the championship.
And some familiar voices that you might not have heard from in a while.
You know, I thought about going to one of these teams because I'd really like to win the 500.
I never planned any of this to start with, right from the very beginning.
No matter what driver or what hero, NASCAR Live Wide Open has. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts.
The future stars of NASCAR race here. You're listening to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, live on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Here at the Talladega Superspeedway, some cars coming off the pit lane that have all kinds of damage to them and making their way back out. Jeff Burton is one of those drivers, but you know, Jeff, as long as you're running and on the lead lap, you got a shot to win this race.
There's a number of them that have that shot. They include Leland Honeyman. Let's start there. It would be big for Leland. Running fourth right now as they came across the line. Haley Deegan, Alex Hayden running in position number 4. Joey Gase is 5th. Cesar Vaccarella. There's a number of names inside the top 10 that would love the opportunity to go to victory lane, and they've got the chance to do it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's part of racing at Talladega Super Speedway and why so many people get their first career wins here at this racetrack. It's not unusual whatsoever for that to happen here. When you look at that, 4 of the last 9 Talladega winners got their first Xfinity Series win here, and that was Brandon Brown back in 2021. Jeff Burton did that also in 21. So Justin Haley, Spencer Gallagher, there's a golden opportunity for drivers to get their first career wins here today.
All right, Steve, weigh in on this one and help us out the best you can. How much fuel we are now hearing? I was just going to come to you to say, how much fuel do these cars have? Sammy Smith is out of fuel, and he is trying to limp that car back to pit.
And I think we were good. Close. I believe Shane Van Gisbergen, he ran out of fuel. Now Sammy Smith has ran out of fuel. So there is a lot of concern with all these cars that have ran all these laps. It goes back 43 laps from the advertised distance, and there is a lot of concern. Where it gets interesting is some cars pitted on the last caution. We'll see how they fare here. But there is a lot of concern now on fuel.
Well, Jesse Love, the race leader, was last in on lap 69. He is the deepest of everybody right now on this tank of Sunoco fuel. Leland Honeyman, Haley Deegan 3rd, Joey Gase 4th, 5th, Cesar Vaccarella 6th, and Ryan Ellis 7th were last on pit lane.
I'm that confident. Call me crazy. I'm that confident.
Because Sammy Smith was on pit road that same time, and he just ran out of fuel. So there's still an...
I wouldn't show you guys that, but god dang, dude, I would talk about it.
I'm just saying, lie to me. Just tell me that I've got enough fuel. Let me try to make this work for the...
No, I'm that confident, though. I really am.
One, but it has to be extremely low on fuel for Jesse Love.
Well, the $100,000 Xfinity Dash for Cash is real interesting, too, right now, Todd.
As you look at it on this restart,
if she wins, I'll actually do it. I'm not kidding. You guys say I'm going to chicken out, I'll do it. I'm not kidding. I really will.
To see who can get it.
And guys, he might be able to add one more twist to this, because here at the exit of turn number 2, the Kyle Weather...
I'll just have to figure out when I can do it. I'm not going to put it off, though.
...to a stop on the inside, and that's going to add even more time to this yellow flag stoppage.
Well, and that's not what Jesse Love wanted. He needs this race to go green and get over with quickly, Todd, because the longer he's out there with that power plant running, the fuel is getting less and less.
And this reminds me of Atlanta, when Jesse Love dominated the race and had a fuel starvation issue on a late restart because they were long on it. Gotta feel like it's a deja vu all over again.
Well, they wave off the restart, obviously. It can't be fuel, I wouldn't think, for the Kyle Weatherman car. He just came off the pit lane 2 laps ago. So apparently we're hearing it's a transmission issue right now for Kyle Weatherman. He does have damage to that race car after being...
Then take the sack of shit back into the garage.
Across the line.
Get rid of it.
Shown once more. Jesse Love will opt for the outside lane on the restart. Leland Honeyman will go to the inside of the front row.
All right, and then you've got Joey Gase. How many Joey Gase fans do we have out there? Haley Deegan, Brennan Poole, Cesar Vaccarella, Ryan Ellis, Josh Bilicki, Mason Massey is running in the top 10. Riley Herbst is there. Again, there are some drivers here that have the opportunity, unlike maybe they've ever had in their career, right up front, knowing that if they can get the break they're looking for, Alex, they've got a shot to win at Talladega.
They're going to need some help. It is the draft. And Paul Small, the race leader, Jesse Love is going to have Haley Deegan on his back bumper for the restart.
And they are going to work together. Haley has been told that she's to roll up to the back bumper of Jesse Love's car when he gets into the Geico restart zone. And when she gets there, he's going to drop the hammer.
All right, we're going to see. Everybody's going to be dropping the hammer here. Jason Toy, valuable piece of real estate there at your feet. And that is the exit off turn number 4 coming back to the tri-oval when that white flag is already gone in the air.
Yeah, the big thing about it, too, is you got the yellow line that separates the banking of the racetrack and the flat part of the racetrack over here off of turn number 4, and it'll all be utilized. One of the things that was an observation over here we were talking about when that wave off happened, a lot of the drivers in that inside lane were able to go to the flat part of the racetrack to work that fuel down there. The biggest concern, he was stuck to the outside. He did not have that luxury.
So be outside front row. Todd, he is having to go all the way to the outside lane now for a lap and a half. Is there concern about fuel pickup issues for Jesse Love's car?
Yeah, I'd be concerned as his crew chief or his engineer, but he is doing a decent job of really kind of weaving the car to hard left, gets a sweep. So
Oh, God. I think I've made a huge mistake. I don't know. I feel like I just made a huge mistake. Guys, let's forget what I said, okay? Okay? Let's just forget it, okay? I mean, I'm a fan of her, but damn, dude, now I regret what I just said. Green flag in the air. Oh gosh, and there's another wreck. There's another wreck. Are you kidding me? There's another wreck. We haven't even started it. We haven't even started it. We haven't even NASCAR. What the hell are you doing? There is no way they're going to call the caution when it comes back. Just watch. Just watch. When they come back around, they're going to call it. Don't tell me he can't get his car started. Okay, now he's doing burnouts like he just won the race. Okay, good job. Good job. Oh, my God. Okay, coming to the line. Jeez. Well, coming to the trioval, actually, and then the line. Yep, Deegan ain't winning. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, my gosh. Okay, here we go. White flag. 1 lap to go here at Talladega. Jesse Love still in the lead. Honeyman behind. Yep, Deegan's getting, she's getting ditched. Yes, thank goodness. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Coming out of 2. Coming down the back stretch. 1 final time. Who will win here? It looks like the car in the apron might have a chance. Jesse Love blocking high and low. He keeps going. He goes high again. 44. Trying to side draft him here. He does. But I think the 2 is going to get a little bit of help here unless they did side battle here. The 2 goes back low. Here comes the 5 of Alfredo. The 35 gets turned. Jesse Love wins. What happened to the 35? What happened to the 35? Did he go airborne and flip or anything? No? After hitting the grass? No, I guess not. Huh. Well, there he is.
His first career NASCAR Xfinity Series win, Jesse Love.
Oh, yeah, that was his first career Xfinity win, too. Damn.
It is just special. My team is just working so well, and when you come to Talladega or Daytona,
Talladega. Did you hear that, guys? Talladega. All right, well, hell, guys, I'm going to end it here. This is definitely...
with RCR prepared.
This has definitely been a chaotic freaking day already. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Stay safe. Have a good night, morning, wherever you are. See you guys.